YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is on game day. Yes, guys, let's go. I got starts and sits. I got injuries updates. I got anything you need. So we're going live for about an hour. So make sure you get your questions in. And I got the one and only PrettyRichie is what they called him.
Good morning,
PrettyRichie,
everyone.
what
Happy
they
Life.
called.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
bro?
How you
Go
making
ahead,
out?
bro. I'm doing good, bro. I'm excited. I'm watching the game. I was watching a little bit of the game, so I got started a little bit late today because I had to just
Green,
watch, make sure my lineups was right, and everything. Because a lot of people
Green Bay
got
look
upset
good,
about
man.
that. Yeah, they do. And what happened with Alvin Kamara last week, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
leaving him in your lineup, so I had to make sure that wasn't going to happen to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that's right. But he gonna play. Alvin Kamara gonna play today.
Yeah, yes, I know. I was just giving a reference point. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yes, sir.
Break down. I know you got some news, man, and stuff. What's going on with the injuries and stuff?
The injuries is everybody's playing, man. You got uh Julio Jones is gonna be a game time decision. He's the only one
Okay.
who's not. Godwin is playing. Keenan Allen is still out. So what's the name
Okay.
practice though? The
Palmer.
the second wide receiver. What's his name? I forget his name.
Palmer
For the Chargers.
Palmer.
Yes, Joshua Palmer is playing,
Okay.
and like I said, Hill and Waddle are definitely playing.
Okay.
Joshua Reynolds from the Detroit Lions, he's expected to play, so you can fire him out because Amari St. Brown is still out.
Amon's out. I thought
Yes.
Amon was gonna play.
We might want to check back at 11:30 then.
Okay.
11:30. He might be a game time decision then.
Okay.
David Montgomery for the Bears, he's playing, so that's going to mess up Khalil Herbert's his ceiling.
Yeah.
Rondell Moore, he's going to play for the Baltimore for the Arizona Cardinals, so that's going to mess up Dortch's upside.
Yep.
You know what? It does say you're right. St. Brown is expected to play.
Yep.
He's expected to play. Tony Pollard is expected to play. Lamb for the Dallas Cowboys, he's expected to play, but Dak Prescott is still out. We all expected that though. But Hayden Hurst, he's expected to play for Cincinnati. T. Higgins is expected to play as well for Cincinnati. Brian Robinson, he will have a role this weekend. He's going to play. How many snaps he's going to get is up in the air. I assume that they're going to ease him back in. He's just coming back after being shot twice, so he may get like anywhere from 5 to 10 carries just to see how he does at the game level, because this would be his first game in NFL game in his life. And that's Renfro, he's going to play against the Kansas City Chiefs, so you can definitely slide him. For me, I'm going to slide him in as a low end flex because that's expected to be a high scoring game. And I think they're going to at least try to double Devontae Adams, which should open things up for him. Yeah. And I think that's about it as far from the fantasy perspective.
Okay, so we got a couple questions in here. Let me acknowledge my homie Kevin McCleary. What's going on, Kevin? He said, "What's good, bro?"
What's going on, McCleary?
And he also says, Kevin says, 4 PPR, Renfro or Curtis?
Curtis.
I'm gonna go with Curtis
today.
Yeah, I love Curtis because Johan Dotson is out. So with Johan Dotson being out, it's close. I love Renfro, but Curtis has had too much sauce to sit him over Renfro's as in this week. So I'm gonna say Curtis.
Did you see what I did this morning in the league that I'm playing you against? In the Gangster Paradise League, I benched Kyler Murray to put in Carson Wentz, and I'm stacking him with Curtis against you.
Ooh, I appreciate that. I don't want to play against Kyler Murray. I appreciate that, bro.
But guess what? But the only reason why I'm doing that, bro, because they're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. That defense, they shut that.
That defense raw. I ain't gonna hate that defense raw. But I can't bench Collar, man. Him running around making plays, that scares me.
What did you say last? I think you said it best 2 weeks ago. You said if you play scared, you're gonna
You're
lose.
right. No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not talking no junk about what you're doing. I couldn't do it. I respect what you're doing.
Right.
You're right. Yeah, I respect what you're doing. I just couldn't do it.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah. He says also ETN, Penny, Herbert, or Penny. I'm going with Penny.
Penny got a real tough matchup, man. I know he boomed
does.
last week, but I'm gonna go with ETN because he's playing the I think the last place ranked team against the run. Who's that? Houston, I believe, or something like that. And him and Robinson, I'm squeezing both of them. I'm squeezing both of them. ETN's gonna get a lot of garbage. With fantasy points, I don't care if it come in the first quarter or the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
Garbage time is fantasy points, whether you get it in garbage time or in the prime time time. I'm going with
right.
ETN because Penny got a tough match.
You're right. I'm going with Penny. I'm just gonna recognize the sauce. He did really good last week, and I want to ride that train. I believe in Penny. I'm not gonna go let the matchups knock me off of that. Yeah, it's New Orleans, but that don't mean that they're gonna stop every team the run is 0 yards. No, I think Penny can bust a long run, so I'm starting Penny out of these guys.
Okay.
Yep. Ryan also says, Good morning, Ryan. Glad to see you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. Hit the like button as you come in, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. But he says, Which Eagles quarterback do you think will cover Marquise Brown today? Probably Darius Slay, but Marquise Brown gonna be in the slot too, so he's not gonna travel in the inside with him in the slot. He says, I'm debating on who to start between Brown and Palmer today. Standard league. I'm going with Brown. Who you going with?
I'm going with Palmer only because my lady is a diehard Eagles fan, so I pay attention to the Green Bay Packers because I'm a Packers fan, and I pay close attention to the Eagles now. And the Eagles defense since week 1, they shut down the wide receiver 1. They did it to Minnesota's Jefferson. They shut Jefferson down. So, in my opinion, Justin Jefferson is more elite than Marquise Brown. So if they can shut down, because that's with the defense, it's a team effort. That scheme is there, and they're talented enough to do it, and they've done it thus far. So if they're going to shut down Justin Jefferson, are you going to be surprised if they shut down Brown?
Yes, because it's two different types of offenses. Arizona spreads you out. It's hard to double team anybody the way they run. Then if you're trying to run the ball, you got 2 wide receiver sets out there, they can try to take away a guy. But with Arizona, with Kyler Murray running around making plays, you got to worry about him. You got to worry about a lot of things, and it creates one-on-one matchups. That's why Cliff got the job, because he can create one-on-one matchups with the spread. So I'm not saying Marquise Brown is better than Justin Jefferson, but the scheme. I don't think you can stop this scheme for under 300 yards. I feel like this scheme going to roll out 300 yards every week is out there. So that's the only reason why I'm going with Marquise Brown. That's my reason.
Really, you don't want playing you this week. You sure you want to convince me?
Yeah, I am. I gotta put out good content, bro. I can't say bad content. And user nerd says start Najee or Jamal Williams for PPR. Man, I don't like sitting on Najee, but you got to go with Jamal Williams.
Yes. Okay.
But bro, listen, you do not sit Najee on your team. I'm going to tell you that, because you asking me in a vacuum. Yeah, at least flex. You asking me in a vacuum. In a vacuum, Jamal Williams is the play. But bro, do not bench Najee. You got to have Najee out there on the field. He got way too much draft capital.
They're going to lean on him too because they playing against Buffalo, and they got the rookie quarterback Pickens or whatever. Pickett is starting. You know what I mean? So they're going to really rely heavily on Najee today. So he's still going to get his. He gets too many touches to be sitting on your bench.
Yes, I agree 100%. And Jaden says Miles Sanders or Breach Hall. I'm going Miles.
I like Breece. Breece Hall is picking it up big time. Yes, Miles Sanders doing good too. Who they playing?
The Jets playing the Dolphins.
Oh man, Miami's got a good defense. I would go with Miles Sanders.
Yep, Miles Sanders. And Devin, what's up, Devin? What's going on, bro? Subscribe to the channel if you knew this is a great fantasy football community. He says, "What's good, fellas? How do you
What's
think
good?
Algier can do something against Tampa Bay defense? I don't think he can do anything, but if you need to roll him out because you don't got anybody else, you had Cordell Patterson, you got to roll him out there. But I don't think he's going to smash the Tampa Bay defense."
Algier is a volume play this week. He's probably going to get anywhere from 15 to 18 touches because they got the other dude, Caleb, that other rookie, Caleb Huntley. He
Yep.
ball. He was the one that got the touchdown last week, so he's definitely going to be splitting touches too with him. But Algier she could get at least 15 touches, and that alone, I don't care who you playing as a running back, that should make you a low and flex play.
Yep. I agree. So don't expect a lot out of them, but if you have
Right.
to start them, it's fantasy.
Yes.
And Dean James Talley, what's up, bro? He said any takes on Ramondre over Waddle today. Yes, I'm playing Ramondre. Listen, don't sit Waddle. You shouldn't be choosing between Ramondre and Waddle. These guys are starters. Now listen, if you in a 10-team league and you got a lot of these guys, I answer the question and do it in a vacuum for you. But I'm going Ramondre over Waddle today because of the matchup. It's the New England are playing the Lions, and the Lions got the weakest run defense in the league.
Right. Yes.
Well,
yes.
I love Waddle. He's a great deep threat.
You
You know they're
can't
gonna try
bench
to
him.
take Tyreek. Yeah, I wouldn't bench him, but I'm just giving him. Listen, I got to answer the questions that he got up there in a vacuum. But in a vacuum, bro, I do not want to bench no Waddle. But you got to play with Mondre. And you said AJ Dillon is having a light work today. Yeah, man, that's how it is. But it's still early in the game. It's still early in the game.
Right.
So fourth quarter is if they up, it'll be his role.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
And he's averaging close to 5 yards per carry. You want AJ Dillon in there.
Yes. And using there says, all right, sounds good. No problem, bro. We got you.
We got you.
And Jaden Lamb says, appreciate you being here, bro. He said, appreciate the content, man. Yes, sir. He says, Mike Williams or Curtis Samuel for PPR.
Mike Williams.
I'm going Mike Williams, too. It's the upside. It's the upside play, but I'm going Mike Williams, especially with Keenan Allen being out.
Exactly.
Yep. And let me see. Let me go down. And Mike also says, you like Isaiah Likely with Bateman being out? Yes, sir, I do. I think he's a dice throw, right? I don't think he's consistent or anything like that, but I would roll him out there as a tight end. If I'm streaming a tight end, I had Kyle Pitts in the league, and I had Isaiah Likely on the bench. I didn't go out and try to stream a guy like Hayden Hurst. I could have. I was like, no, I got something on my bench. I'm gonna cook what's in my refrigerator first before I go to the grocery store. So I'm rolling out Isaiah Likely with Bateman being out.
I like that.
Yep. How you feel about Isaiah Likely with Bateman being out?
I think he's in a tight end premium scoring format. I think he's a sneaky flex, but I'm really excited about the wide receiver Devin Duvernay to see what he can do. You know what I mean? Now that he's going to be the primary target, well, at least behind Andrews, I want to see if his speed comes to fruition for Lamar Jackson.
Yep. I like Devin Duvernay too. Dean James Talley says, cheers, fellas. You the best. Thank you. Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir.
Also, Jaden says, thoughts on DJ Moore ceiling with his slow start. Bro, if you have him, you put him in the flex. If you got this guy on your team, you can't be benching him waiting for a game because you might not get the boom.
Right.
Every time he's on your bench, he might boom. And every time you play him, he might dud. So I say roll him out there in your flex every week. You got to roll him out there.
You have to.
Yeah, ain't nothing else to tell you. He's the number one wide receiver. If he was injured, then I would tell you, say, no, man, you bench him. But I'm not benching a healthy number one wide receiver. I'm starting Darnell Mooney today. And I know that's raggedy, but I'm not going to have that man boom on my bench. If he do, I'm going to be sick. How do you feel about it?
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. You got to realize the football is always, the landscape is always changing. And the Carolina got Baker Mayfield. And that stuff takes time. You just don't go in there, look at Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers with his new wide receivers. Everything takes time, but they start to bloom, they start to boom, they start to bloom as the season goes on. So you got to be patient. And like TD was saying, if you got them on the bench, like I had Hawkinson on the bench last week, you're gonna be sick when they boom. So just be patient, put them in the flex, and just roll with the punches. It's still early in the season, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's what fantasy is about. The way I look at fantasy, other people might not. I think they overdo fantasy with like, Bateman and this guy. I'm like, no, who I'm going to be sick with if they boom and I didn't play them. That's how I go off of it. Because fantasy is not no perfect science. If I lose, that's fine. But I went down with my guys, with my homies, just like your boys. If there's somebody about to jump on y'all and y'all lose, but y'all fought together, y'all ain't gonna talk about who lost. No, we fought together. So you go down with the guys that you picked. You don't want the guys to be on the bench and then, oh my God, he booming, you lose. You're gonna be thinking, you're gonna second guess yourself. You're not gonna like fantasy. That's not fun.
Right.
So also, Stan Steve says, good morning, fellas. Keep a league. I traded Gabe Davis for Garrett Wilson and a 5th round pick. Okay, I think that's fine. You got younger. I like Garrett Wilson. He could be the alpha target guy with the Jets, but they got a lot of mouths to feed too. So I say that's an okay trade. He says, I traded Devontae Smith for a 4th round pick and Galloway.
Oh,
what y'all think? Who is Galloway? Who's Galloway?
No, Galloway played for the Giants, don't he? Oh, no. He's talking about. Is he talking about the guy from the Dallas Cowboys?
Ain't nobody. I don't know nobody named Galloway.
He might be trying to say
Galladay.
Yes.
Now, if you traded Devontae Smith for a 4th round pick and Galladay, no, I don't. You gotta let me know if I got your question wrong, bro. But I would not do that. I think that's a terrible trade. But Stan Steves, I know you know your fantasy, so I want you to send me what you really was trying to say. Because right now I don't understand the question. Because I don't think you traded Devontae Smith for a 4th round pick in Galladay.
No.
Jaden says Waddle or Debo for full PPR. Debo all day, bro. I'll be trying to get Waddle in the game, but Debo is a monster.
Right, Debo.
Let me see. Deshaun Bogan, what's up, bro? Deshaun says Amari Cooper or Duvernay full PPR.
Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, Cooper.
It's not that Duvernay can't ball out. It's just you cannot sit on Amari Cooper.
No, you can't.
And Stan Steve says Gallup. Okay, so he was saying Gallup. So let me go back to his comment. He says, he said he traded Devontae Smith in a 4th round pick for Gallup. What y'all think?
No, I would have kept Devontae.
I would have stepped Devontae Smith too.
Right.
I still would have kept Devontae, bro. Hey, but look, and I'm not saying it's not going to work out, but I just would have kept Devontae. I think Devontae is a young, good wide receiver.
Yes.
Ben Burry, what's up, Ben? Glad to see you here, bro. You're at the right place. This is a great fantasy football community. Glad to see you here, guys. I love the likes. We got the same amount of people here as we do likes. I appreciate it, guys. He says pick 2, half PPR. Damian Pierce, Kamara, James Conner, Curtis Samuel, or Jacoby Myers. So pick 2. My 2 is going to be Damian Pierce and Kamara.
Mine is going to be Curtis Samuel and Kamara.
And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. Appreciate that question, Ben. Nifty says Godwin or Samuel. I'm going Godwin.
Man, Debo Samuel. I'm not sitting Debo Samuel.
No, it's not no Debo Samuel. It's not no Debo Samuel. If that's Debo Samuel, bro, I'm gonna tell everybody all your questions. If you got Debo in there, I'm gonna say Debo. So I'm thinking Curtis Samuel, so if it's Debo, I'm going Debo. If it's Curtis, I'm going Godwin. Go ahead, Richie.
Yeah, I will go. Godwin is still working his way back through injury, so I'm going to go with Samuel.
Okay. Jade says, do y'all have faith in Burrow to finish as a top 5 quarterback? No, I think he's going to be solid. I think he's going to be a top 12. I don't think he's going to be top 5.
Does he mean for this week or for the season's end?
I don't know. I'm just going to finish as a top 5 quarterback. I'm going to say the season. I'm just going to answer that season.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Shaky. It's going to be close. He has the potential to do it, but he got to start playing better than what he has. Man, that Super Bowl slump is a real thing. Right now, I see him finishing as an 8-12, top 5. Not right now.
Yep. And Ben says, "Sweet. Thank you. Kamara was one I was iffy on." He said Kamara was the one that he was iffy on. You got to roll Kamara out there at this point. You can't even. Yeah. You just got to roll him out there, bro. Right. He's healthy. You got to roll him out there.
Yes.
Q Cole, what's up, bro? Q Cole says this is bad, but pick one for flex for PPR: Herbert, Russell Gage, or J.K. Dobbins.
Dobbins.
Yeah, I'm going with Dobbins too. And Dirty Money says start one: Amari Cooper versus the Chargers, McLaurin versus the Titans, or Zay Jones versus the Texans. Start one. I'm going with McLaurin versus the Titans.
Ooh, that is a good one. But that is a good one. I also like Amari Cooper. Zay Jones is still injured. He is going to play. He's expected to play. He's been nursing an injury all week, so he's out. But it's definitely going to be between Amari Cooper and McLaurin. McLaurin does have a better matchup, and I do like Wentz this week. As you can see, I'm starting him against TD.
and do not convince this guy to change it out. If you change it out, bro, I'm gonna be mad at you. Don't call me if you change him out. If you put Kyler Murray back in the game, I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna swerve him down. I convinced you. I'm gonna want a super chat.
Okay.
Sean Bond says, "What's good, fella? That's my homie, the one and only. That man right there, man. He's one of my most loyal supporters, bro. I love you, bro. Straight up 100." He says, "What's good, fella? Should I start Breach Hall over Najee and start Higgins over London or London? He says, and start Higgins or London. Okay, T. Higgins or London. So I'm gonna go with. Let me see who Cincinnati's playing real quick.
They got a decent matchup.
Let me see who Cincinnati's playing.
And don't forget Kyle Pitts is out too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm waiting for on that, but I got to see who Cincinnati's. They playing. Hold on. Who is Cincinnati playing?
They are playing. Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. Baltimore. They're playing Baltimore.
Okay. Yeah.
At Baltimore, and Baltimore is ranked dead last against the pass.
Got you.
Number 3. Yes.
Bro. Okay, I got my homie here. There you go. Second take in the building.
Yo, what's good, guys?
Happy rising. Happy rising, bro.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you. I had to support you with this Rodgers.
I know that's right.
Did you see Dylan and Barkley? They could have scored a touchdown. Both of them trick plays to Mercedes Lewis and the other tight end.
I know, right? I know, man. I'm mad at that too.
I know. Where were we?
Yep. So let me see. We was right here. What's good, fellas? Should I start Breach Hall over Najee? So no, I'm gonna start with that one first, Sean. Don't start Breach Hall over Najee for this week. But listen, if you can get Breach Hall in there as a flex, I'm okay with that. But I'm gonna tell you to go with Najee. And the reason why, because Sean, you've been asking me all year. This is the reason why I've been telling you to hold on to Najee, because Kenny Pickett was coming back. And I don't want to ride this too much because I don't want to get killed. But I think the play of the day, because Second Take always asks me this, but T, what's your play of the day? What team, what matchup? I love the Pittsburgh and Buffalo. I think Pittsburgh is going to have a chance to upset them, especially cover the 14. So I love the 14. I love George Pickens. I think he's going to hit us over with 46 yards. I think Kenny Pickett's going to hit us over on 225 yards. So play Najee. I think Najee is going to feed off that big plays with George Pickens, and he's going to score some easy touchdowns. Breach Hall is going to struggle a little bit. The Jets are playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins are not bad on defense. Between Higgins and London, bro, it's very, very close. But like he was telling me, because Kyle Pitts is out, I'm scared a little bit with London. I'm scared with Atlanta today. So I'm gonna say Higgins. I don't feel great about it. I like London. I love Drake London. He might make me regret this because I think he could go out and get 12 targets. But I'm gonna say Higgins just cause I feel like he's the number 2, and he's gonna be going against the weaker corner, and he have a chance to eat. But bro,
Exactly.
if you want to play London, I don't think it'd be nothing wrong. But this is one of the best questions that we had so far. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, Richie first.
Yeah, Brees Hall is a beast, and he's coming along real nice. But don't forget, he's still a rookie. You still got Michael Carter back there. He's utilized in the passing down role, whereas Najee Harris doesn't have anybody. His backup comes in every now and then to spell him, but as far as receiving passes in the backfield, that's Najee's role. Higgins is going to get his. He's going to have a boom game. Yes, he's been questionable all week, nursing an injury. They didn't take care of their guys. They just don't rush him back out there. He's going to do good. Whereas London, he's still a rookie. He's got Mariota throwing the ball, so he's got a weaker quarterback than Burrows. And the tight end is out. Mm-hmm. The tight end is out. You know what I mean? So they're going to double. Kyle Pitts is out, so they're going to double London.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I think you should start Brees Hall over Najee because Najee showed me nothing, and Brees Hall's playing Miami, and every running back that went against Buffalo pretty much did nothing when you look at the past 4 games. But if you want to play safe and start your studs, start Najee. If not, take a risk, PPR upside. I think Brees Hall has a solid day. Going to the other question, T. Higgins or London. The Ravens secondary is banged up. It's Sunday Night Football. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a fun divisional matchup. And Drake London, I can't trust. Like, they're just going to target him out of the game because there's no Kyle Pitts, like what you guys were saying. And another thing to mention, this is way off topic, but no Julio today.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
No Julio.
I like Russell Gage. Yep, and I like Russell Gage as a deep sleeper.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Russell Gage. But this is what I say. Hey guys, ain't none of these guys is wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and what they told you with the truth. What I would say, what makes my channel, why I would tell you to play Najee is you drafting him in the 1st and 2nd round.
Right.
And it's too early to sit those guys. Because if you sit those guys, I don't know what you can go back. I don't know what you can break down or analyze if you set them. You're gonna be feeling bad because you're like, well, damn, I drafted Najee. So I think Breach Hall is okay. He can start challenging Najee. I think this week is too early for that.
Right. Try to find a way to flex Breece Hall, but definitely.
I would too. I would flex Breach Hall. I wouldn't do it over Higgins though, man. I don't know if I would do it over Higgins. But I think that's the play that he has to do though.
Okay.
Q-Code says Godwin or Olave today. I'm going Godwin. That's Tom Brady's asset. I'm going with Godwin.
I think I'm impartial to this or biased to it, but I love Olave. I drafted him in so many dynasty leagues. He's a rookie. He's booming. He's playing better than Mike Thomas, even though Mike Thomas is injured. We know that. But he's still the number 1 wide receiver in there, whereas Mike Evans is there, and they're going to run the rock a lot. I think they're going to rely on Leonard Fournette and Rashad White a little bit more today.
Pays for me to say this, but I have Chris Olave. I'm going against Tom Brady. The Falcons usually get owned by the Buccaneers. So Tom Brady usually throws 4 or 5 touchdown passes versus the Falcons almost every time they play. There's Andy Dalton throwing the ball. I know they have a better matchup, the Saints, but you got to go Godwin. You got to go Godwin with Brady.
Yeah,
I would trust Brady more than Dalton.
And to go with my pattern, what I've been telling y'all, I was telling y'all not to play JK and Godwin until when they went out and they done something. They done it. So I can't tell you to bench these guys anymore. It's time to roll out Godwin. It's time to roll out what was the other guy that was hurt? JK. It's time to roll these guys out. They ready to play. But Olave's got a good matchup today.
But this is a great back and forth with Godwin and Olave. It's a toss-up.
Yes, it is. It's tomato if you want to be. This is fantasy. It's tomato. So go with your guy. Tom Brady is my decision maker. I feel great about having Tom. He's like the captain. I go down with him any day. I don't know if I'm going down with James and Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Stan Steves, he says Cowboys Gallup. I got Javonte Williams coming back. No, he said I got what's his name? The guy from Detroit. And he got Jameson Williams coming back.
Jamal.
Yeah. No, that's Jameson. He said I got Jameson Williams coming back. Yeah. I got Jameson Williams coming back in week 7 and Brian Robinson coming back this week. My prediction is from week 7 on, Jameson Williams will outscore Devontae Smith and Gabe Davis. What y'all think? I don't think so, bro. Jameson
Nah,
Williams is
that
it's
takes
gonna take him
time.
a little bit time. It's gonna take him a little bit time to get going. I understand everybody having him, but I think he's gonna be like a boom guy. He's gonna be like a guy that can get downfield and get you one long touchdown. He's not gonna have any value. Devontae Smith and Gabe Davis gonna have Gabe Davis might not have a lot of value, but he's gonna have more value than Jameson Williams, especially with T.J. Hawkinson and Amon-Ra being there. So I say I would hold on to Devontae Smith and Gabe Davis. Go ahead, guys.
I would say Gabe Davis. I would say Gabe Davis, like what we've been saying throughout the past year. They have a great offense. I wouldn't go into the Lions offense for the Bills offense. Devontae Smith was hurt with Hurts in Alabama. I think he's been a couple good weeks there. But Williams, I can't trust until later on to the season. But like you were saying, there's so many heads on the Lions. They're going to throw the ball to Ama. Josh Reynolds also you didn't mention. DeAndre Swift's coming back. Jamal Williams needs his share.
I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now who's the guys that I want off Detroit. Amon-Ra, DeAndre Swift, and Jamal Williams and Jared Goff. Rest of these guys are they come and go.
They risky flexes.
Yep.
Richie, you got a Dobbs jersey or no?
Who?
Dobbs jersey, Romeo or no?
Romeo Dobbs.
It's coming.
Yes.
I will next week. Coming. It's in the mail. It's coming. It's coming.
Perfect.
Aria, I think we got a female in the house. Glad to see you here. We trying to build up this female community. Thank you for being here.
Yes, happy rising to you.
Great fantasy football community here. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Cutting edge content here. Cam Akers or Khalil Herbert this week?
I would go with Herbert because he's playing the Minnesota Vikings. They're ranked number 31 for the run offense, run defense.
Let me ask you this. How much of the workload do you think Herbert's going to get with Montgomery back?
There you go. I was going to get there.
I would say the same as Cam Akers are going to get some 15 seconds because Darrell Henderson is there in LA.
Right.
I agree with you because I don't want to play the Cowboys defense.
Right.
They've been good.
This is a tough one. If I drafted Cam to be Cam, I'm going with Cam because I believe that they believe in Cam and they want Cam to take over this role. But Khalil Herbert for this week sounds a little bit more safer. But if I drafted Cam, I'm not trying to get cute with him. I got to roll him out there. I drafted him everybody knows what Cam Akers was all throughout the offseason. So I say you have to roll him out there if you have him and you draft him. If you pick them up off the waivers, you don't pick him up and play him over Khalil Herbert. But if you've been having him and he's been on your team, I'm playing him. And the reason why I say that, guys, that esoteric stuff in fantasy matters. If you got guys that you drafted that you counted on, you can't be finagling other people over them. You have to go and see what this is going to do. So yes, the Cowboys defense is good, but they can't stop a fall-in touchdown. And it's all about fall-in touchdowns, the goal line opportunity.
TD, yes. I disagree with that a little bit because Matthew Stafford passes on the goal line a lot.
Right.
And the other thing is like or A-Rob, but I dropped A-Rob. That guy drafted sixth round. Sixth round, he's gone. He's gone off my team. Like Cam Akers, he hasn't really shown me anything besides 1 week. Khalil Herbert has been showing me, and he's playing Minnesota.
That's true. But let me ask you this: what was the game? What you think the coaches talked about this week before the game plan?
Give the ball to A-Rob.
No, quit throwing the ball to Cooper Kupp all the time.
And they have Higbee too. Higbee's been good too.
That's not the point though. But they know everybody's squatting on their routes. So how you keep people from squatting on their routes like they did with Cooper Kupp? They know they can't hyper-target Cooper Kupp all day. So Allen Robinson, I get what your point about Allen Robinson. Today is a squeaky wheel game for Allen Robinson. But this is what I'm saying. Cam Akers, they got to run the ball that's back the defense up. Because if not, we're going to be squatting. Where Cooper Kupp at? Watch the short play. That's what they doing. So I think Cam Akers.
Mekhi Parsons got something to say about that. Yeah, Mekhi Parsons, he got something to say about that.
So Cam Akers, I feel like they're gonna be trying to use this guy to soften up the defense so they can go get the ball down to their weapons. So I know you talking to me about Michael Parsons. I'm the only one that said he was the next Lawrence Taylor way before anybody is. So you can't tell me about Michael Parsons. I know exactly what Michael Parsons is.
But let me say this: Herbert's getting 50% of the load. I think you have to go Herbert.
Yeah,
I feel you. I just can't play. I don't want to play Herbert with David Montgomery back. I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
Stan Steve says pick 2: Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Garrett Wilson, and Curtis Samuel. I'm gonna say Curtis and
Cooks.
Yep, Curtis Samuel and Cooks. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson, he's going to be done. This new quarterback likes Pickett. You know what I mean? Wilson is hit or miss because of Zach Wilson is in there now. We don't know who he like. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He keep going back and forth. Now, if Flacco was playing, then I would definitely go Wilson over Cooks.
I would wait a week on Johnson because of Pickett, like we were just saying.
Yep.
Cooks I can't really trust though. He hasn't shown me anything, and Jacksonville's a good secondary. That's why I'm debating this. What do you think on that? I would side Wilson, to be honest, but
that's fine. No, I don't think that's a wrong one. That's all what you want. I went with Curtis.
He's a safe PPR floor.
Yes.
He's a safe PPR floor, but I think Samuel's a lock in the lineup out of these guys.
Yes.
Yep, I agree. And
but there's no wrong answer.
It ain't. And just to give a little reference to it, remember, I think Thursday y'all killed me about Alec Pierce, and look what he did.
No. This is what I said. I said he's a dynasty player, not a redraft.
And that's true too.
But he hit in redraft.
Yeah, he hit redraft 1 week, but now we have to see for us.
Week 5.
But bro, that's you moving the goalposts. We were just trying to make the play for the play. We were just for that day.
Okay.
And I said Alec Pierce was going to be nice. And reason why I said he was a star. And the reason why I said he was going to be but you said you didn't want to play. I said he was going to be the best wide receiver in the game, and he was over Michael Pittman. It's because of they had to change the game plan. So what I'm saying is going back to what I was saying about Cam Akers. Akers is going to be used a little bit more just for game plan. But I get it. Khalil Herbert is the guy with the sauce. But with David Montgomery back, like I said, I'm not trying to convince y'all because I respect what y'all saying. I just think that's a perspective because game changes. If we thought everything was going to be the same every week, then we just look at week 1 and then it's over. Right. Things change. The targets and stuff change. That's all I'm saying.
Gary Wilson had 6 targets last game.
Yeah, Gary Wilson is nice.
Wilson had Yeah.
Gary, I feel you. I'm just with the Cooks because I said Curtis. I felt like Cooks is safe.
But I trust Wilson more than Mills. That's where I'm going with this.
I feel you. I respect that. I can't debate that. It's tomato with these picks. Adrian says pick 1 of the 3 to start at running back. Josh Jacobs, Breach Hall, or Jamal Williams. And one more thing before we start on this one, guys. And because I know my takes be edgy. So, guys, I'll be watching in the games because if not, y'all gonna kill me every time. TD, come on. But my stuff be hitting in the game. Ain't nobody on Alec. Nobody talked about Alec Pierce. I just feel like, and I'm not trying to push it, but that was very cutting edge to say to play him.
For this week, yes. Mm-hmm. But he is a dynasty type of player.
Yeah,
of
course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And Adrian says pick 1 of the 3 to start at running back. Josh Jacobs, Breach Hall, or Jamal Williams.
I'm going Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. Because he playing against Kansas City. That's going to be a shootout. You talk about the falling touchdowns, they're going to be there for Josh Jacobs.
Listen, Rich. Yeah. I love it. The Patriots, I would love to say Jamal Williams. I think I'm going to go with Jamal Williams, even though it's not a great matchup. Ain't nobody taking his goal line opportunities. I love Breach Hall. I think, and I'm going to take, I know you're going to say Breach Hall, and you probably right.
No, I'm not.
Okay. But I'm going to go with Jamal Williams, man. I love Breach Hall. I want to say Breach Hall. Josh Jacobs, let me see his matchup.
Kansas City. At Kansas City.
Monday Night Football.
Ooh. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Ooh. You know, I'm going Josh Jacobs over Jamal Williams. It's the matchup.
It's close.
I'm going to go Josh Jacobs. Go ahead, Richie. You go next. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs.
It's close. I mean, Josh Jacobs is ranked 10th, and Jamal Williams ranked 11th. So it's close. Mm-hmm. But I would rather go Josh Jacobs. You get an extra day rest, Monday Night Football, prime time. Right. You know what I mean? And Mahomes gonna make them have to play, have to make them score to keep up.
You're right.
If Amon St. Brown plays, I'm starting Josh Jacobs. If Amon St. Brown doesn't play, I'm starting Jamal Williams. He's playing. Oh, then I'm starting Jacobs.
Yep.
Monday Night Football. Kansas City can't stop the run.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree. I got to go with Josh Jacobs in this one. I mean, those are
it's close.
hard guys. It's close
Yeah.
because I listen. Breach Hall is not going to be bad. Listen, I want to stand corrected now. I tell everybody Michael Carter, and I still like Michael Carter, and he still is the pass down back. But this thing is migrating to Breach Hall, so I got to stand corrected. But to me, I still think Michael Carter gonna have a nice role. But that I'm not gonna be disingenuous today. That has nothing to do with me choosing between Breach Hall and Michael Carter. Breach Hall is gonna be the bell cow on this team. It looks like what's going, and Michael Carter is just gonna spell him at times.
I don't know how you could bench Josh Jacobs after his last performance.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that
as well. And he had like a 90% there or something like that last week. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay. And Mr. Anderson in the house. He said, I just smashed the like on the way in. What's good, fella? What's good, bruh?
What's good with you? Happy risings to you.
And Mr. Anderson got with another great question. Higbee or Njoku? So listen, this is the type of question this is. Higbee is the safe play, and Njoku is the boom. What do you want? What do you want?
Nice.
Go ahead, second take. You go first.
I disagree with all this. I think Higbee is the tight end to start no matter what. Because he's been getting peppered the past couple of games with receptions, and he has touchdown upside. Njoku has Jacoby Brissett, and the only way to beat the Chargers, you could say, is by passing the ball. But I still believe it's an Amari Cooper game. Yeah, and Nick Chubb, they're going to have to run the ball with that. But yeah, I don't think Njoku's that feature compared to Higbee, and Higbee has such a safe floor. I know you said you need a boom shot, but I really think Stafford's targeting him nonstop. But he had 15 targets last game.
Who? Njoku?
Yeah.
Higbee.
Higbee got 10 targets.
14 targets.
Yeah, 14. Okay.
That's so much volume.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I would go with Higbee. Even though I had to, I would love to go against the new play Njoku because he's playing against the Chargers. You know it's going to be a high-scoring game. You know they're going to be forced to throw. You know Cooper's going to be double. And Njoku is athletic, and he's more athletic than Higbee. You know what I mean? So when he get the ball in his hands, like TD was saying, that boom is going to be way bigger than Higbee. Higbee's going to catch the ball in the end zone, whereas Njoku is going to take it.
Run it. I love that, Richie. But listen, this is what I say, and it goes to these guys. They love Higbee. And listen, I give them on this. Give them this. Darren James is going to be guarding Njoku. That worries me. So Mr. Anderson, Darren James, he picked up Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce was getting off. He was like, well, I got your ass this time and dumped him on his head. So Darren James, if he catching Njoku just to prove, because he know he's a top end tight end, he going to try to dump him on his head. And so Higbee is a safe play, but if you want to go with Njoku, I don't think you should be mad if any of those guys, if you play any of them, whatever happens, I think you will be okay with it. But Higbee is the safe play.
But I could say this also. Higbee, 9, 14, 10, 17 in the past 4 games. That's without a touchdown. Imagine he puts up a touchdown. That's a boom game.
I agree. And you know what Higbee is? See, y'all, remember I always told y'all I like Higgins over Jamar Chase in certain instances because as a defense, when I scheme, you're not going to beat me with your go-to. I'm going to take that away. So the number 2 guy always has a chance to boom.
Exactly. That's why Kansas City was so good.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yep. So I always like to go to those number 2 guys like Devontae Smith and Waddle, and those guys can win fantasy championships because they got the week, and then everybody, it ain't going to be Tyreek Hill every single time. It's going to be, y'all double team Tyreek, Jalen Waddle over top.
Right. Exactly.
And he's talking about boom. He want the boom play. And Dream, what's going on, bro? Glad to see you here. This is a great fantasy football community. This cutting edge content here. Dream says Curtis Samuel or David Montgomery for PPR. Curtis
Samuel, baby.
I know this is edgy, but I think Montgomery's going to have a safe floor game. I don't want to double my side, but if you want upside, you go Samuel. But yeah.
Yeah, I respect it.
It's a good matchup for Montgomery.
I agree.
It really depends on you.
And Stan Steve says, I agree with you good. I had the 10th pick in my draft, and Najee was my first pick. I'm starting him every week. That's how you got to see how. But listen, there's different ways to look at fantasy, though. Because what second take, he looking at the matchups. I'm not going to say him be disingenuous today. That's a good way to play fantasy. But I think I just like coaches. Some coaches choose to go to analytics at certain times of the game or certain games. That's what I do. So analytics. Sometimes I don't do analytics. I'm not gonna do a matchup. When I draft Najee, ain't no analytics gonna tell me to sit him. I'm sorry.
Right.
Here's this. What has Najee shown me?
That he's getting all the goal line work.
What has Breece Hall showed me? He has reception upside.
Yep, you're right. You're right. I agree.
Reception upside. And the Steelers' O-line is not the best anymore.
It's not.
So I would wait another week because it's a new quarterback.
But this is what I said. Y'all remember when Justin Herbert was a rookie? You know that was the worst offensive line in the whole league.
Yep.
But when he came in the game, all of a sudden Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, all these guys started eating. And you're like, well, why? They wasn't eating with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor was getting sacked every time. When you got a quarterback that can come in there and run the offense, command it, and get the ball downfield, it helps the offensive line. It takes pressure off of them. So I believe Kenny Pickett, by them putting the ball downfield, you just ain't going to be able to blitz them because Kenny Pickett ain't no dumb quarterback. So he's going to
respect him.
They're going to respect him a little bit. Yes, that's what I say about that.
They didn't respect Trubisky. No, in Chicago they didn't. Everywhere that man go, he
just flipped.
Yes, sir. Yep. And Sean Bond says, "Would you flex Breach because I plan on putting Pierce in the flex? Now I can't put him over Pierce. I listen. This is what I say, Sean. I love that you got Breach and he pushing your guys. Because listen, in 2 or 3 weeks, if Najee ain't doing it, he don't do it this week, the next week, and that week." Then that's a different quadrant of the year, and I can tell you to go ahead and roll on because it's no longer you're not worried about what you drafted. But the first 5 to 6 weeks, you got to see what you drafted, what groceries you picked, and you got to make a sandwich or something with it. Now, but after 8, 9 weeks, no, you move on from that, and you don't worry about that. Let's throw that shit in the food. The expiry date is went up on them. Right. So I love that you got Breach. You can go to the market and get you some new fresh food if you need to. And I love what you're doing with Breach. But right now, it's a Najee thing, and I'm not even doing it for Pierce. Pierce has did too much, like Josh Jacobs. Pierce had a great game last week, so I'm not sitting him either. What did you feel? Go ahead. You go next, Ricky.
My thing is Damian Pierce is playing at Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been one of the best defenses surprises this season. They've been playing lights out. Okay, even when they lost to Philly last week, they still played a good game. And they're pissed because they just lost to Philly. So they're going to play hard. Damian Pierce and Breece Hall, both the rookies. Miami's playing hard. They got to play hard too because they know they got Teddy in there. But Teddy is, in my opinion, is real close to Tua when it comes to talent, accuracy. But I wouldn't be upset with the guy if he did play Hall over Pierce.
Me neither.
Right.
Me neither. But I just prefer Pierce. I don't want to get too cute in the analytics over. Yeah. What about you? Second take. I would guess that you would say Breach because of the pass catching, right?
Yes, but the matchup is there for Houston, but he has Rex Burkhead also there. That's another split there. But the pass catching, like what I was saying before, I think Breece Hall is a star.
Okay. And I respect that, man.
I would say I'm a running back 2 with confidence. Running back 2 with confidence.
Wow.
I respect that. Because I listen, Breach Hall, like I said, I see what's been going on the last 2 weeks. He looks good. I just can't, I'm not ready to move my ex out and move my new girlfriend in yet. I'm not ready to do that.
Just has a consistent Hall just has a consistent floor. That's why I like it.
Yes, he does.
You don't know what you're getting from here.
And don't forget about Michael Carter. He's just as good as Rex Burkhead.
He is.
You know what I
mean? Yep.
But I think Hall has more offense. I think Hall has more of the offense and a better matchup. Like I like playing matchups. TD likes playing. Who's playing good this week and so forth. But
Yep. And I switch it up. You can't read me, bro. I switch it up. I might be analytical 1 week, and the next week I might be like, I just feel it with my gut, right?
Right. That's good about you over your balance. That's good. You got to have balance.
Yes. You're right. And Mr. Anderson says, I think the weather might be suspect in Buffalo and Steelers. Matchup for you. No, get off the Steelers.
That's good.
I know what's going on. The Steelers about to surprise some people today.
That's good for the Steelers.
It is. You know it.
And who's out for the Bills?
Poyer's out. Tre'Davious supposed to be coming back, but this is his first game back, so he's gonna be rusty. Only thing that scares me is Von Miller. Then you also got Isaiah McKenzie and Jameson Crowder out. Khalil Shakir gonna come in and boom in the slot.
McKenzie's out.
Yeah, McKenzie's
No.
out.
Is he?
Yeah, McKenzie is out. McKenzie is out. Khalil Shakir is coming in.
Okay.
No one to pass the ball to besides Diggs.
Yep. So they got Diggs and Khalil Shakir and Dawson Knox is out.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't want. So I've been telling y'all all week about Pittsburgh, but what they can do. This is a great matchup for Mike Tomlin.
I like the 14.
Yeah, I got you.
This is definitely cutting edge right here. That's cutting edge right there. It is.
I was looking at the injury report yesterday. I was was like, oh my God, TD might be right.
Yes, I saw it coming because I said, because I know. Look, I got Khalil Shakir. When I seen Isaiah McKenzie had a concussion protocol, then I'm seeing that Gabe Davis is still trying to come back off the ankle. And so all of that stuff together, I'm like, this is a Mike Tomlin game. Bad weather, Najee.
Sorry to interrupt you. Officially actives: Alvin Kamara, David Montgomery, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Zay Jones, Jacoby Myers, and Josh Palmer. They're all playing. The people that are not playing is Julio Jones, Logan Thomas, Mac Jones, Isaiah McKenzie, and Xavier Howard.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep. So that helps out the Miami part. So the Jets, actually, Garrett Wilson might be a good play now. That is out the corner.
Howard, yeah.
Howard, yep. Tha, what's up, Tha? He says ETN or Gibson rest of the season. I'm gonna have to go with ETN, man. Y'all know I feel bad about my guy Gibson.
That's Brian Robinson. If Brian Robinson is to form to what he was in August before he got shot, I'm telling you, that's his backfield. I'm telling you. Gibson will be spelling him. Gibson will be spelling him.
And running backs take time.
They do.
Running backs take time to come up.
Yep. Gibson is a buy low in Dynasty, guys. Go stash him in Dynasty. In a year or so, 2 years, you will have a top back. He's not being used right in Washington. Again, what I've been talking about hybrids, he needs to be used like a hybrid. He's not a 20, 30 carry not Jamal Williams, but Jonathan Taylor. He's not a Jonathan Taylor. Even though he's 230, he still be used like Debo. And I said that years ago when he was drafted, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Deshaun Bogle, what's up, bro? He said Damian Pierce or James Robinson.
James Robinson. Robinson.
Yeah, I gotta go with J Rob. I gotta go with J Rob with the matchup. Who are they? They
playing 32. Houston.
Yeah,
Houston.
Yeah, they playing Houston.
I'm squeezing ETN and Rob. I'm squeezing that today. Today, not going forward, just today.
Yep. And Devin says, tough spot, pick one. Kenneth Walker, Algier, Brian Robinson. Sucks. I'm gonna go with Brian Robinson.
I'm going with Algier.
I would go with Algier because we don't know what snap count Brian Robinson's on.
Well, listen, but we don't. But he didn't preface the question like this, guys. I'm thinking he talking about rest of the season. So why are he talking about Kenneth Walker? That's got to be a rest of the season question.
No, he's saying sucks because it's like a bad spot for him right now in his lineup for who to start.
Okay. So yeah, you got to start Algier. If you're trying to start one of these out of these three guys, it's got to be Algier.
But if long term, I'm fully on board.
Brian Robinson. Yeah. I'm sorry. Good. Thank y'all. And CHB, he said, we're starting both Patriots running backs to be. Tell him, Richie. Go ahead. Tell him what I do. Squeeze
it. Squeeze that backfield. Squeeze it like a grape, baby.
Who's their quarterback today?
I'm the first. For the Patriots, I think it's gonna be Matt. I don't think it's gonna be Zappy. I think Matt Jones is coming back, right?
No. Mac Jones is out. Mac is out.
It's Zappy.
Yeah,
Zappy.
Yeah.
And listen, guys, I was the first fantasy football channel that talked about squeezing backfields, right or wrong, guys. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Yes, sir. That's true. Squeeze it. You did it with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon 2 years ago. Yep.
Yeah.
And Patrick, what's going on, bro? He said, what's good, fellas? Who should I flex? James Robinson or Breach Hall?
Robinson today.
You gotta go with Robinson.
I got to J-Rob.
Today.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say James Robinson because he deserved to say it. I've been worried about him all year, but he's booming past what I thought. So I got to stand corrected. But if he was the dud, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not wishing that, but I'm just going with. I gotta say, it's the clockwork says I gotta put James Robinson. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna hate on James Robinson today. I don't know.
With James Robinson. I've been playing him because I had to because of injuries. I've been playing him since week 1. Okay. And I was real nervous because of the other matches that he had was tough. Now he gets the easiest matchup that he's ever had. So I'm going, man. Look, if I could play him and flex him against the other teams, I'm gonna definitely play him against this team because he's been too good to me. He's been too good for me.
Gotcha. I love that esoteric talk. That's you right, Richie. What about you, Second Take?
Yeah, J-Rob has a great matchup, even though I love Breece Hall. Feed J-Rob. He's going to be getting the ball a lot. They should be up a lot, so they should be running the ball more. And J-Rob's the running down back, ETN's not.
Okay.
But I think both of them have a good game.
Okay. Mr. Anderson says Gabe or Devontae Smith. I'm gonna go with Gabe. Who the Eagles is playing?
Arizona.
Woo.
That's gonna be a shootout, man. I'm going with
I like Devontae.
I'm going with Devontae. I'm going with Devontae because the weather might be bad in Buffalo. I'm going with Devontae.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all feel that? Y'all like Devontae too?
Yeah, I like Devontae. And I would have said Gabe, but Second Take put me on with the bad weather. Yeah, for that game.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Mr. Anderson did. Mr. Anderson.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. I'm sorry.
Yep. Yeah, but man, you know what you call it being out, Isaiah McKenzie, it makes me want to say Gabe because they don't got nothing else.
Crowder.
And Crowder out.
But
right? It makes me want to say Gabe.
Every single week, the Cardinals have a high-scoring game.
Yep.
Was that the Renfro game? Yeah, Renfro, Devontae, Waller. Remember what the Raiders did? I can see the same thing with the Eagles.
Okay.
But another point I want to bring up, you know the Cardinals rarely score in the first quarter?
Yes, they do. You're right. They're second half team.
In the fourth quarter, they start coming. Yep. That's why I think it's going to be high scoring.
But quit talking about Kyler Murray because PrettyRichie took him out of his lineup against me. So don't talk about him because if he changed it, I told him I was a super chat.
I'm starting Carson Wentz.
Don't say nothing second take. Don't say nothing second take. Quit that. Fix your mouth.
I'm Yeah, I'm playing. I took him out to play Carson Wentz and Curtis Samuel because my stacks were Kyler Murray with Marquise Brown, and I was telling him that the Philadelphia Eagles defense, their number one scheme defensively is to take away the number one wide receiver, and they did that against Minnesota. Justin Jefferson had what 4 fantasy points when they played against the Eagles. So if the Eagles can do that to the Minnesota Vikings and Justin Jefferson, I believe they can do that against Marquise Brown.
So and
TD was just say again. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm froze, but I'm gonna keep the chat. I'm gonna keep everything going. So
okay.
So all right, I'm gonna keep everything going though.
The thing with Wentz is.
Go ahead.
The thing with Wentz is I can't trust Wentz compared to Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is such a safe floor, and you don't know what you're getting from Wentz every single
I told
week.
you not to do that, second take. I told you not to do that.
I just gave him an opinion, but he said he's going to start Wentz. So.
Yep. And,
trust me, TD, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to start Carson Wentz this week. I will start Carson Wentz this week. Trust me.
Okay.
Again, only because it's televised and I'm playing against you.
Okay. I love it. So, Mr. Curly Wolf says, "What up, fam? Y'all like Tampa or Vikings D? Thanks, bros. I'm gonna go with Tampa D.
Yeah, you can't. Come on, man.
But the Vikings are playing Justin Fields.
But that's a divisional game.
Yeah,
that's a divisional game.
Yeah.
And everybody in NFC Central, they play tough. I'm telling you, they can play the Packers today, and Fields will have a nice, decent game because it's a divisional game. They play tough, man. And Fields is getting better. You don't feel
like it's gonna be low scoring? The Vikings Bears?
No, it'd be decent scoring. It'd be something like
okay.
It'd be something like 24-21.
Tampa doesn't have Kyle Pitts either, so there should be control of this game. But yeah. I see where you're coming from, yes. Anyway.
And being YouTuber says Christian Kirk or St. Brown if he plays. St. Brown all day. I'm going St. Brown. Kirk is solid. Yeah. Don't want him to risk Amon-Ra just being a decoy. I don't think Amon-Ra is not.
That's a good point.
That. But
That's a good point.
I don't think he's built like that. I don't think he's coming back for that because he's too young of a stud. They're not going to use him out there just to waste him. I think he's going to be fine today.
I like Christian Kirk.
Okay.
Against Houston because they're ranked number 32 in pass defense. And Jaguars are pissed. They're livid because they lost against Philadelphia, the game they thought they could have won. So Christian Kirk is going to bounce back in a big way this week against the worst passing defense in the league.
This is a tough question now with Amon-Ra St. Brown coming back. And next week's the bye, so he should be healthy, but you don't know.
Right.
Like what he was saying with the decoy. I'd rather play it safe with Christian Kirk, like what Richie's saying, because Christian Kirk has been producing recently. And now, like what you were saying, he's playing Houston. You should have a field day.
No. And CJ Coleman says, Rashad Penny, Mike Williams, or Brandon Ayuk for flex. Half PPR.
Mike Williams.
I'm going Mike Williams. Yep.
Yeah. Only because Penny got a tough matchup. The Saints defense in the joke.
Yep. I think Penny is going to be a guy, and I could be biased. I think he's going to boom past tough matchups going forward. So, but yes. Bruh, I say it right now. He's going to be a top 10 running back rest of the season. Easy. I've been saying this all year. That's what I'm saying. Listen, guys, y'all know what it is. You know what it is. What if these tanks that I said all year happens? But yes, I think Penny's going to ball out, guys, going forward. They wasn't going. What happened?
No. Saquon Barkley questionable to return.
What did he do? Do you know what happened?
Shoulder.
That's all right. Okay. As long as it ain't no knee or nothing. We good. That's gonna hurt because I got a lot of Saquon, but it is what it is. So he says, yep. Who would you roll out there? Also, he says, what's good, fam? Assuming
what's going on, VP?
He says, thanking either Josh Reynolds or Duvernay or Antonio Gibson as a flex. Half PPR, who would you roll out there?
Reynolds or Duvernay? Reynolds or Duvernay? Duvernay has the bigger boom because he gonna get all the looks. Where with Josh Reynolds, you got Amon coming back, so you don't know how that's gonna go.
Yep, I would go Duvernay.
Yes.
I gotta go, guys. I have my fantasy draft at 12. So
okay, all right, yep. And let me see. Evan says need flex help. Half PPR. Juju, ETN, or DJ Moore. I'm gonna go DJ Moore.
Oh man, that's a wash. Those are all equal.
Yeah,
those are all equal. I would go. Oh man, I would go Juju or ETN.
Okay, I'm going DJ Moore because I know what type of stud he is. You have to roll him out there in the flex.
Yeah.
It's Monster. What's up, bro? He says Christian Kirk, CeeDee Lamb, Breach Hall, Damian Pierce, flex. Thank you in advance. Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. Ooh, CeeDee Lamb. You can't bench CeeDee Lamb.
Jalen Ramsey.
You can't bench CeeDee Lamb. You cannot bench CeeDee Lamb. You can't.
But nah, you can't bench CeeDee Lamb, man.
No.
I'm gonna say CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Richie convinced me. I guess I'll say CeeDee Lamb, man. It's hard for me to take Damian Pierce out of it, especially because of the matchup. Because I think Jacksonville's not that great against the run.
Right.
I say CeeDee Lamb because of the value. Can you hear me,
don't forget the Rams is ranked number 30th against the pass.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because my screen then went black.
No, you good. Keep rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget the Rams is ranked number 30th against the pass. So CeeDee Lamb is going to eat.
Yeah. But week to week it can change. I'm going to say CeeDee Lamb, bro. CeeDee Lamb because he's a stud.
Yes.
So you roll CeeDee Lamb out there.
Yes.
Jalen said, what's cracking, TD? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, Jalen?
He said, I traded away Michael Pittman, Damian Pierce, and Dalvin Cook for Najee Harris, Alan Lazard, and the Sun Guy. Your thoughts? I think you got an A+.
Mm-hmm. The Sun Guy. Who's the Sun Guy?
Amon-Ra.
Murad. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Lazard?
Yeah.
And Najee? And you got rid of Dalvin Cook and Michael Pittman?
It's close.
I
It's
love
close.
it.
I think you know why? Because I think Dalvin Cook he got something to prove. He's gonna start playing very good, starting today.
I think they migrate and pass him, bro. I think they're going to a full heavy passing team. That's what I think. I think KJ Osborne and Adam Thielen value picks up as the season go on. And
Okay.
Dalvin but he do get some falling touchdowns,
Yes,
like you saying.
he catches passes.
Yeah, he is. I agree with that. But I think I think that's a great move, Jalen. Great move, bro.
It's close. It's good. You won.
Mr. Curly Wolf said, y'all like Kamara or Damian Harris today? I like Kamara. Damian Harris got a great matchup, but I like Kamara. I'm not. You ask me in a vacuum, I'm not gonna put no Damian Harris over no Kamara.
You know what? I think I like Damian Harris because I think that Taysom Hill is going to be utilized a little bit more than we would like today to take away from Kamara's ceiling.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna still go with Kamara in a vacuum, but Damian Harris is definitely a star today because of the matchup.
Yes.
The Joker, what's up, bruh?
What's going on, Joker?
If you knew, bruh, great fantasy football community here. He says need to full PPR. Jamal Williams, Jeff Wilson Jr., Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad Penny, David Montgomery. He says need to. I'm gonna say
the first two. Jamal Williams and Jeff Wilson.
I'm gonna say I want to put Ramondre in there because of the matchup. I'm gonna put Ramondre in there and Jamal Williams. It's close between Jamal Williams and Rashad Penny, but Jamal Williams got a great matchup today because New England is not that great against the run where New Orleans is. So I'm gonna say Ramondre and Jamal Williams. Ian Taylor says good production, fellas. Flex Palmer or Khalil Herbert. I'm gonna go with Palmer.
Keenan Allen is out.
Yep. And Amari is playing.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, sir. Anona says Russell Wilson killing me, man. I told you, Anona. I know you didn't want to listen to me. I told you about 2 weeks ago to get rid of Russell. Get rid of Russell. It is what it is. It ain't really. It's not about who sucks and what's going on. Is he ever was good? It's not about that. He just don't got the sauce this year. They need to go back to the drawing board. So you need to get off of Russell and go get you a quarterback if you can. Jaden says, do y'all think Antonio Gibson is worth keeping on the bench, or is it time to move on and pick up off waivers? Well, don't just drop him. Oh,
no.
PPR 18? Yeah, 18 league, he can drop him.
Yeah.
18 league.
Yes.
Yeah, you can drop him. It's 18. And I noticed says, TD, I'm a man, by the way. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You should have been letting me know that. I'm sorry about that, bro. I don't want to disrespect nobody like that. So I'm sorry, and I'm glad you took it good. You didn't take it disrespectful because I didn't mean any disrespect by that. I'm sorry. He said, by the way, it's the last time you was thinking I'm a shorty. My bad. It would not happen again. It would not happen again.
All right.
Yes, sir. It's a monster says ETN, Khalil Herbert, Rashad White, RB2. Thank you in advance.
ETN. Over those two.
As in right now, as in this week, I will go ETN over those guys in this week.
Right.
Unknown, he says Kittle or Everett this week.
I will go Everett. He's safer.
Listen,
right now because Kittle hasn't shown us nothing where Everett has.
But I think it was all because of the touchdown upside. I'm gonna go Kittle, man. I'm gonna go Kittle just because I just feel great about Kittle. Everett, it would take a guy like Kittle for me to sit Everett, so I'm gonna go with Kittle. Justin Chase, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here. Always
what's going on, Chase?
He says Breach Hall over Robinson. Breach Hall over Robinson. Yes, this week. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Singletary had an insane game against Miami. I think Breach does the same. I don't know if Zach Wilson is the same though. I think the quarterback plays a little different. But Breach Hall is definitely okay star. He definitely is okay guy to roll out to the star. So there's nothing wrong with that. I agree.
Right.
Khalif Roberts, what's up, bro? He says Mike Williams or Amon-Ra. That's tough because Amon-Ra injury. Man, I got to go with Amon-Ra. And I know I could be wrong. Go ahead and tell him Mike Williams, Richie, because I'm going with my stud. You know how I feel about Amon-Ra.
Let me see something here. It's close. They neck to neck, but Mike Williams is going against Cleveland, who was ranked 29th against the pass, whereas New England is ranked number 4. So New England has Mariah has a tougher matchup, and he's still hobbled. So that's why I will go with Mike Williams.
Okay. Yeah, I just, if they got Amari out there, I gotta go with him. So I could be biased. I think there's nothing going wrong with what Richie said. I think he's hitting facts. Sometimes if I like a guy, I gotta go down with the ship because he showed me. I think he's a tough player. This is the type of player that plays through injury. That's why I saved him for today because I could have played other guys, but I was like, no, Amari is a tough guy. I want this guy in my lineup. I think he can be like a D-Hop that plays through injuries and stuff. Ethan Carey says, should I keep Akers or ETN? I'm going to say hold on to Akers because for the offense evolving, but I don't want to get rid of either of these guys. I think you got to use both of these guys and see who evolve.
Yeah, you keep both of them.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Trey S says, morning, gentlemen. 4 PPR, start 2. Olave, Kareem Hunt, Devontae Smith, or ETN. I say you got to start Olave and Devontae Smith.
Correct. I agree. That's a good question.
I like Kareem Hunt for the safe floor, too. I love Kareem Hunt for a safe floor. And Trey S says, also 4 PPR, start 2, need upside. My opponent's defense put up almost as much as me starting Russ and Judy combined. Damian Harris, Breach Hall, A-Rob, Singletary, or Zeke. I'm going to say Damian Harris and Breach Hall.
Yes. Same.
Yeah. And Matt Daddy, what's up, bro? Hey guys, go subscribe to his channel. Great channel. Listen, I don't know why this guy, like me and him, I don't respect our channels. This guy always is big to his own drum. I remember when I seen this channel come through, he had like 30 subscribers, and I went and watched the channel, and I consumed. I'm like, this is good content. He's cutting edge. He is cutting edge. He don't follow everybody. Matt Daddy, I appreciate you, bro. And Andy ZZ says, pick 2 out of these 5. 4 PPR, Deontay Johnson, Jeff Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Garrett Wilson, Duvernay. So the 2 that I'm picking is Duvernay and Jeff Wilson.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Yes.
Stan Steve says, pick 3, Najee Harris, JK, Jeff Wilson, Breach Hall, Damian Pierce. Pick 3. I'm going to say Najee. I'm going to say Breach Hall, and I'm going to go with Jeff Wilson.
I'm going to go with Najee Harris, J.K. Dobbins, and Damian Pierce.
I think that's all. That's a great question, bro. That's a great question.
Yes.
Because I want to say Damian Pierce, but Breach Hall going to catch passes. Jeff Wilson is the only running back nobody's taking his carries. That's the only reason I put him over JK. It's tough, man. I'm going to say Najee, Jeff Wilson, and Breach Hall. But I think any of those guys are good starts. I think you'll be okay no matter what you do. Deshaun Bogus says Thielen or Duvernay. I guess I got to go Duvernay. Ain't nobody else there.
Duvernay.
And Shad Jr. said, what up, Richie? I'm starting
What's going on?
and Harris together. What y'all think? He says, I'm starting Stevenson and Harris together. I love it. You squeezing
He's
that
squeezing
backfield.
it. He squoze that backfield.
Yes,
Way
sir.
to go, Junior. Yes, sir.
And Mr. Anderson says, Barkley got tackled hard. Linebacker landed on his shoulder. Okay. It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
And It's a Monster says, Jamal Williams, Damian Pierce, Breach Hall, RB2. Thank you.
Jamal Williams. And
he said he just need one.
Oh, Jamal Williams. Easy. That's easy. Jamal Williams.
Nah, it's not quite that easy, man. Not to me, it ain't.
I hear you.
Because I love Damian Pierce, man. I'm going to go with Jamal Williams. But it's close. I love Damian Pierce. It's close. Anthony Ruffin says, good morning. Pick 3. 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, and 1 flex. PPR. Evans is definitely a start.
Yes.
Godwin is definitely a start. So I would squeeze both of them. I would play Evans and Godwin. And I would go with James
James
Robinson.
Robinson. James Robinson.
Travis
That's
Godwin and James Robinson. Yep. And the Boring Gamer says Trevor Lawrence or Derek Carr. I'm going with Derek Carr today.
Who they playing? Derek Carr. That's close. That's close.
Yep. Kansas City.
Derek Carr.
Anona, he says, okay, should I drop Russell Wilson right now? My only options on the waivers are Derek Carr, Wentz, and Geno. I say drop Russell Wilson and go get Derek Carr and Geno.
Yes.
And stream between Derek Carr and Geno. It's a month says Deontay Johnson, Curtis Samuel, or Gabe Davis flex. I'm gonna go with Curtis Samuel.
Yes. Curtis Samuel.
Then he says, I'm Roxane Brown or DK Metcalf. Ooh, that's rough.
I'm going DK. I'm going DK. DK Metcalf. All he got is Lockett to compete against.
You right.
The Detroit got a lot more weapons, and Ahmad is still banged up. We don't know if he's going to be utilized as a decoy this week.
What Richard just said right there is gas. Only thing I say, I think Amon-Ra can push through that and boom past that type of scenario. But usually what Richie said is the gas. He's coming off an injury. Why would you play a guy coming off an injury over a DK Metcalf? Richie is a monster. But Amon-Ra can beat that, but I'm going to go with Richie right now. DK is the play. And I hate sitting Amon-Ra, man. I do not feel good about it. I'm going to tell you that now. I do not feel good about it. Viv says, now that Amon-Ra is back, you guys think Amari Cooper still a good play for flex? Yes. Consider Duvernay since Rashad Bateman is out. Yeah, Amari Cooper still is a good play. I'm still playing Amari Cooper over Duvernay.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. And we got two more comments, and then we getting out of here, Richie.
Yes, sir.
Ian Taylor says Golf or Dalton. I'm going Golf.
Yes. Don't start Dalton. Mm-hmm. Go with Golf. Yeah.
And Joey White says, good luck, everyone. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck.
And Joey also says, last one, he says, I'm conflicted seeing those Packer jerseys in the background. He hit LOL.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, Richard, go, man, shoot out your stuff, man. You know, I'm not on the screen. You on the screen. So, shoot out your stuff, man, and tell everybody, man, we getting out of here, bro.
All right, we getting out of here. You find me at PrettyRichie. 1111 with PrettyRichie. I'm on Twitter. I got a Discord. PrettyRichie. I'm real easy to find. Or you can just get on with Terry Good, tdfantasygood.com. You can find us all there. Second Take is with us now. And like I said, we're easy to find. Okay. Yep. Good luck, guys. Stick with the process.
Sorry about that, Richie. Sorry about that. I hit that too soon. My bad.
That's all right.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.